Hello and welcome. Wow, that sounded weird. Yeah, so here we are in another game. Yep. I'm gonna be playing Katawa Shoujo. Yoshio. Katawa Shoujo. I think that's the name. And I want to play this because it's in English. There's a Spanish version, I think. I don't know. But I want to play this because I want to see what ending I would get if I if I make the choices, because the game has choices. I want to see what ending I would get, even if I have to go through the Emmy story or the Lily story again, because I already did those two. So yeah, let's start. Mouse. Yep. I'm gonna do this a little more and do this. See, it's there. Text speed, automatic delay. Okay. Start. Oh god. Memories. A light breeze causes the naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden wind chimes. When you wind on your I know. This is a popular retreat for couples in summer. The deciduous trees provide a beautiful green canopy, far out desire of teachers and fellow students. But now, in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. This is gonna suck, right? I breathe into my cup hands and rub them together fiercely to prevent them from numbing in the skull. Yeah, I'm stupid. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 p.m. And yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as clichés go, I'm more a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of initiative. As I pondered the meaning of the note, the snowfall gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently falling from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their low descent upon the frozen forest make it seem like time has slowed to a crawl. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet move. Someone is approaching me from behind. Hisawa? You came? A hesitating, barely audible question. However, I recognized the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I felt my heart skip a bit. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than a eavesdropper to a conversation. I turned to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Iwanaku, I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it, I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result. Pathetic. Yes, I asked a friend to give you the note. I'm so glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle even if I tried. My hair expanded now, as if it were trying to burst out from my chest and claim this girl for itself. So, here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind, the wind, the wind stirs up the branches. The cacophonous noise is music in my ears. Iwanako flinches over so softly against the gust of wind. As it passes, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes look, her eyes lock with mine, and she lazily twirls her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. God, my throat is tight. I could never force a word out of it, out of it, out if I tried. Yes. You see, I wanted to know if you were out with me. I stand there, motionless, safe for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like they stretch beyond the breaking point. So, I reach up and try to massage my throat, but it only sends spikes of blinding pain along my arms. So, my whole body freezes, save for my eyes, which should open in terror. So! Oh Dios, the beating of my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at the knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Iwanako running towards me. All this fades to black. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Iwanako screaming for help at the incessant clatter of the branches above. It's been 4 months since my heart attack. Fuck. In that whole time, I can probably count the times I left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. 4 months is pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts. So I have plenty of time to come with terms with my situation. Arrhythmia, arrhythmia. A strange word, a foreign, alien one of one that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it causes the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat away too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I had it for a long time. They say it was a miracle that I was able to go on so long without anything happening. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better, more more appreciative on my life. It really didn't go up, and it didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, my parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They practically had to They practically had to hemorrhage a piece. I had already had a full day by then to digest everything. To them, it was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house in order to pay for the cure. Of course, there isn't a cure. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as it felt as if I was missed. For about a week, my room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get well gift began trickling down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only person I had gotten so many cards and flowers was because sending me their sympathy had been turned into a class project. I think yeah. Maybe some people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first months, only my parents came by. Only my parents came by on a regular basis. Iwanako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had too much talk about when she visited, anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us that snowy day ever again. The hospital? It's not really a place I'd like to live in. The doctors and nurses felt so impersonal and faceless. I guess it's because they are in a hurry and they have a billion other patients waiting for them, but it makes me feel uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the hair's cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I'd be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries work. So I idly observed the scar that those surgeries had left on my chest slowly change in appearance over time. Thinking of it as some kind of an omen. I still ask the head cardiologist about leaving, but my expectations are low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he shuffles around the answers shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Maybe it was the wrong kind of escapism for my situation. I started reading instead. There was a small library in the hospital, although it was more like a storeroom for books. I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. I found that I like reading, and I think I even became a bit addicted. I started feeling naked without a book in my hands, but I loved the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other, differing only by the book I was reading and the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mass I was trapped inside, instead of moving within. A week could go by without me really noticing it. Sometimes a buzzing realization that I didn't know what day of the week it was. But other times all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of known challenge I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burning hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside, and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if, as if I, as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely, and I couldn't even cry. Today, the doctor comes and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I last seen them. Both of them are even sort of dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. There's this ritual the head cardiologist has. He takes his time signing his paper, then setting them aside as if to make a point of the pointless of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks me in the eyes for a moment. "Hello, Hisao. How are you today?" I don't answer him, but I smile a little back to him. "I believe that you can go home. Your hair is stronger now, and with some precautions, you should be fine. We have all your medications sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription." The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads quickly. "So many." I take it from his hand and take a look myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdly long list of medications staring back at me from the papers seem insurmountable. They all blend together in the sea of letters. This is insane. Side effects, adverse effects, contradictions, and dosage are listed line after line with cold precision. I try to read them, but it's so futile. I can't understand any of it, attempting to only make me feel sicker. All this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid this is the best we can do at this point. However, new medications are always being developed, so I wouldn't be surprised to see the list phase away over the years. What kind of confidence booster is that? I have to feel better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please, calm down. Hisao, listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down? The way he says it tells me he knew full that I wouldn't like it. Am I going to be homeschooled? Whatever of my concern shows snore. It's we all understand that your education is paramount. However, I don't think that is wise for you to be without permission. At least not until we make sure that your medicine is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yamuko Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled? What? Am I? It has a 24-hour nursing staff and is only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of students live in the campus. Think of it, think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence? It's a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise the fact. If it was really that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff, and you wouldn't make a hospital be nearby a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really able to homeschool you. We went out there and had a couple. We went out there and had a look a couple of weeks back. I think you like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared to other heart problems, people with your condition usually tend to live long lives. You'll need a job one day, and this is a good opportunity to continue your education. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. This is what I want to say. It's a step down. It's not what you think. All of the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in any way or another. You're first right, as many of the graduates of the school have gone and do some amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues is another hospital. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided for me. What can I do about it? But what I can do about it, a normal life is out of the question. It's funny, I had always thought my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame. Protest! Okay, I want to blame this lack of reaction or shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, something about how I can go back to school anyway, but no. I don't say anything. The fact is that I know it's futile. I look around the room, feeling very tired of all this. The hospital, doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice, I know this, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clean slate isn't a bad thing. that is that is all I can think of to get me through this. At least I still have something, if it even if it is a special school. It's something. It's a fresh start. And my life isn't over. It would be a mistake to just resign myself to thinking that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life looks like. What? There's no music. Fuck. Ep.1 Life Experience. Wait a second. Why there's no music? Hello? What? Eso. Oh fuck it. Don't worry. The gate looked too far to compose for what it was. In fact, gates in general seem to do that, but this one especially so. Red bricks, black wood siren. I'm gonna let it here. I like this because oh god, so many new safe food. Yes. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll be leaving this tonight. I want to sleep, even though I just woke up. Sorry about that. So yeah, let's put a image in here, OBS. There. Trash. Another image. And another image, even if it doesn't work. Let's see. Cry! And red. And red. Okay, fuck me. Yes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!